Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our first in-person episode of Should We Unpack This?
Our first one.
Yes, we're your hosts. I'm Lainey.
I'm Rochelle.
And this is our podcast that we started virtually. And now we're together and it feels so good.
So awesome.
Yes. And this will be just a very sporadic thing when this happens, just because obviously we don't live near each other.
Yes.
Due to me not living here. And before we get started into this episode, we just wanted to acknowledge that we're doing this.
Yes.
And we just never really took a moment to celebrate the fact that we're podcasting together.
Yeah.
And as we've been talking through, because we still do our video messages on the regular, which I love.
On the rig.
And just about taking a moment and just taking it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, we're going to toast to it is what
we are going to toast to it. Because this is what, episode 8 already?
Yeah, episode 8.
Time has just flown by.
It has. And it's been so fun.
So fun. And we've just not acknowledged that we're on episode 8.
Yeah.
We didn't even acknowledge episode 1. We just kept going.
And I feel like we've come such a long way from episode 1.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Especially with this setup currently.
I'm feeling very professional right now. Yeah.
Have we made it?
Is this it? Oh my goodness. So we're going to do a little toast. But before we do the little toast, we have many other things, or another thing to toast to. Or not. I don't know. So Rochelle has a bit of an update.
Yes.
Tell us, Rochelle.
I no longer have a boyfriend.
Oh, tell me more.
I know. I have a fiance.
Yeah.
That felt so awkward, but whatever.
But we're happy.
Yes.
Yes.
It was lovely. It was magical.
And it was where?
It happened in Hawaii on our vacation. Mm-hmm. Proposed at sunset on a mountaintop.
Beautiful.
With the whole family there and my daughter. So it was super special.
So special.
Yes.
Something out of a dream.
Yes. Out of a dream.
And you had no idea.
No, I had no idea. And that is very unlike me.
Yes.
To not have an idea.
Being the private investigator.
Yeah, being the private investigator I am, my spidey senses were not tingling. So he did a very good job of keeping it a secret. And so did my parents. Mm-hmm. So
well, kudos to them.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Kudos to them.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, cheers.
Cheers. To us.
And to you.
Thank you. And to you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That is very good.
Just put down those precarious glasses.
Yeah. So fun. So those are all our updates. And thank you for tuning in. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, at the end. Thanks for joining us.
So in this episode, we're going to be talking about self-awareness is our topic. And we're just going to talk about what that means to us and our journey to self-awareness, because it hasn't always been this way.
No, it really hasn't.
No. And I don't know about you, but I think that I've really gotten to know myself quite a bit within that sounds so dumb, but I hope everybody understands what I mean about paying attention to myself and behaviors and stuff, especially within the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. And I especially am very curious about your journey to self-awareness. And so we're just going to unpack that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so to get us started, I have a question.
Ooh, of course.
As I do, because it's just what I do. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you were to rate your self-awareness, or even let's start with open-mindedness, because I think that is the first step to self-awareness, is how open your mind is.
Yep.
And so on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your open-mindedness when you were, say, 19? Mm-hmm. And then how would you rate it today?
When I was 19, I would rate it like a 2.
Okay.
And today I would say like a 7 or an 8.
Okay.
You know?
So why was it a 2?
It was a 2 back then because I think I was very like close-minded, and growing up the way I did and in the church, we had like a specific kind of viewpoint and like way we looked at life, and there was like, it was very like black and white. And so I would say like me being open to like different things or different like beliefs or different like ways of thinking was just not on my radar at the time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. And I just had like a question that popped into my head. Did you think that you had like a sense of curiosity about yourself when you were that age?
Not really, no.
No,
Not curious at all about myself. I'm just like, I
am who I am.
I am who I am, and this is it.
Yeah. What else is there to know?
Yeah. But I feel like that's also like comes with the age, you know?
Yes.
I feel like
life experience.
Yeah, like
there's so many things
lack
that
of
play
life
into
experience, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's just kind of like the starting point to our conversation.
We're not done.
We're definitely not done. For me, at the age of 18, I think that, or 19, I think that my self-awareness was a bit higher. Probably, I want to say it like maybe a 6. But then the interesting thing is I think it dropped down to like probably a 4 in my 20s.
Why is that?
Well, because I got really involved into the church, right? And I think that for me, it was more so about, I wanted to belong so badly. And not that anybody forced anything or anything like that. It was just more so of just wanting to adapt to that group of people.
Yeah.
And because the church is very regimented and like you said, black and white, it just felt, well, I don't really need to go into like a deep dive in self-discover. It was more so a discovery about faith.
Yes.
Which is another topic. And I'm not like, that's not part of today's discussion. And that's something we definitely,
topic for another time.
Yeah, we'll definitely unpack that later. But that was a different, I think I kind of put myself on the shelf and kind of was like, I'm going to go down this path of like, what is faith and what does that all mean to me? And then today I'd say I'm about an 8. Yeah, like I think I'm definitely we're like, let me get to know me.
It's all about me now.
Yes, it's a me
it's my
era.
time. I'm in my me era.
Yeah, so that's been, I just think it's kind of interesting to kind of set the stage also about where we started, especially like when our relationship, like our friendship started. So I thought this would be a good way to set the stage as to like where we started with our friendship. And then since we've been with each other through our self-awareness journey and continue to like support each other through that, it's just good to kind of have that gauge as to where we are today.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Do you recall like when you first began to notice when that shift happened of like starting on that path of self-discovery to self-awareness and like, oh, maybe my mind is opening up in a different way?
Yeah. I would say there's a couple pivotal moments. I think one when my daughter was born, and it was more like me thinking about how I want to raise her and like what beliefs I want to instill in her and like what values. And then another one I think was like around COVID time because you're like so isolated from everyone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was really a time where I started to like delve into it even more as just like, who am I? And just like my beliefs and how I conduct myself and just once again that self-awareness because you're just like popped out of that bubble so quick and you're just like in your own little bubble like work and home pretty much was all I did during COVID,
right?
So yeah, I would say probably those times.
And what about like after your separation?
That as well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like, I think that was a pivotal time.
Yeah. I just, block some things out. Yes, that was definitely another big one. Because then it's like, well, who am I on my own?
Right. Because that's never happened.
No. And it's just like.
And then you have a daughter in tow as well.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Daughter, that to think about, like, who am I now on my own? And like, what do I myself just want to instill in her and like focus on? And what values do I want her to see from me? Now just being on my own.
Right. Did you question, like, during that time what your values were? Did that ever waver at all?
I think my values, like at the core, have always stayed the same. But I think, I'm trying to remember what analogy I used. What did I use last time?
Well, like your behaviors.
I'm talking about this. Yes, behaviors. Yeah. So I think my values at the core stayed the same, but I think my behaviors are what shifted.
Right.
Throughout the ebbs and flows of life. But like the things I value for the most part have stayed consistent.
Right. I feel like I have a thought, but I don't know what it is.
I feel like I have a thought, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I think like when my journey started was younger. I think I've always been curious about my own mind in a way, like how I process information and how it all kind of connects together. I was a lot more open-minded when I was younger, just because I grew up in a very liberal household and, didn't have like the influence of the church at that point in my life. Yeah. So it was just very different. The rules were just very, not as regimented, but more of being kind and, being responsible and taking care of yourself and taking care of others, and just those like core values that I still hold today. So like you, my core values never wavered. It was more of my behaviors that also kind of ebbed and flowed throughout my life. Yeah. And I think that's pretty normal. Yeah. And I think everybody probably has experienced something like that. But because I think of the experiences that I had during my childhood and teenage years and early adulthood, like there was, I've dealt a lot with seeing loved ones struggle with mental health. And I like people who are very close to me. And I think for me, it was just an awakening of being like, is this going to be me in the future? Right. Like, am I going to have big struggles like this? And that I think is what kind of triggered the journey of being like, I need to know how my brain works. Like, I need to understand me, because then I can possibly combat, hopefully, whatever this is that I was experiencing. Yeah. So I think that's where it started for me. And then also going through getting like married and then divorced. And then I've talked a lot about this, about the sense of coming back to myself after divorce and just being more confident in the person that I am. Yeah. And I think that when I reflect back on younger Lainey, like I did have like self-confidence issues and like really kind of fell on like humility, if you will, or like being like humble. Yeah. And if people would be like, oh, you're really good at this, and like, yeah, okay. No,
so hard to take a compliment.
Yeah. And I don't know why that is and where that really comes from, but I get like so awkward about it, and I have been working on it for a while. Yeah. Like not just within the last year, like for many years, and it's still so hard. And I struggle too with giving compliments when I think about them. Yeah. Like in the moment. And I have been trying to like practice that, because I don't want to come across as like disingenuous, you know?
Right.
And like, and I know that you and I have talked about this before about receiving compliments
Yeah.
and like that awkward moment of like, you too.
Yeah, or like, let me give you one back now
Yeah.
because I feel weird.
Yeah, like someone's like, oh, I really like your hair. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Or let me tell you where I got my hair done. Like,
Yeah,
nobody...
let me give you the whole backstory because you just complimented me.
Yeah, or like how long ago I got my hair done, or like
Yeah.
some like information that isn't important,
Right.
nor were they
Instead of
asking
just being
about.
like, thank you.
Yes, exactly. Just being like, thank you, end of story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting how it all like develops over time. And I think once you become, or once I became more self-aware, it's like letting those types of behaviors go.
Yeah.
And move on from them and be like, why do I behave that way?
Right.
That's weird.
That's odd.
Some weird behavior. So with talking about like low self-confidence and being overly humble, like does that resonate anything with you? Like have you experienced things like that? No.
Doesn't
Not at
resonate with
all.
me at all, lady. I don't even know what
No.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. I have always had an issue with self-confidence, which I think I need to like deep dive into where that comes from. Because I
Like
don't
even today?
Oh yeah.
That I don't know, it just shocks me to hear you say that because you don't come across that way to me at least.
Fake it till you make it.
Right? Which is also like a whole other thing of I remember being like that saying being like my motto for so long, especially like when working like in the corporate world and like trying to climb that ladder to the next whatever milestone of career.
Yeah.
And you know, there's that saying also like for dress for the job that you want and not for the job that you have, and like fake it till you make it and all that stuff. And it's like, but why are we faking it? And what are we trying to make it to?
I guess feeling that feeling for real. I don't know.
But if we don't know what that feeling is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're right.
It's like a perception of the feeling, which I can understand. But yes,
Yeah,
anyways, the
no.
whole fake it till you make it thing. I have a bone to pick with that.
That's
apparently.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've always had self-confidence issues. And I think I should spend some time and like maybe figure out where that comes from, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But I definitely still struggle with it quite a bit.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I'm very aware of it.
Yeah. Are there any ways that you're aware of that you are working on it right now? Like, is there, like, what does that look like?
I think the working on it is more like finding the confidence in myself instead of just like faking it and like pretending like I have confidence. It's like finding the things that I am confident about myself,
Right.
which I also struggle with.
Right. Like that, being like, no, I am good at this.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that.
Yeah. I mean, same.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things I'll be like, yeah, I'm really good at this, except for being a private investigator. But now that you brought it up, I am a little bit almost feeling not so secure in that now because I didn't even know about the proposal coming. So now I'm like, wow, I was such a good private investigator. But I think I was just too busy. I was busy.
You're very busy before your vacation.
Distracted.
Yeah.
And I very much needed that vacation. But
yes.
yeah, there's not a lot of things I'll be like, yeah, I'm so good at this. Except for private investigating.
And being a mom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I wouldn't say it about myself. I wouldn't be like, I'm a great mom.
But you are a great mom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So are you. But I would never be like, I just would never say it. And I don't know if that's like ties in with the humble thing you were saying. Whereas I just think of myself as a humble person, or I just am lacking that confidence. I think I use like the humble thing as like a front, maybe.
Yeah, the humble
Or
thing
like
feels safe to me.
Yeah, it feels safe. It's like, oh, I'm humble, so I'm not like bragging about what I'm good at.
Yeah.
But I think like the root is that I'm not actually like confident in myself. You know?
Yeah.
Because there are people that will like own what they're good at, and I think like that confidence is like quite attractive. People are just like, they know what they're good at, and they're like, they can own it.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm really good at this. And like, I know it. And I'm like, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm just not one of those people.
I mean, same. Like, I also struggle with that and like owning what I'm good at.
Yeah.
And like a stupid example is like I still do. Like I love baking.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're very good at baking.
Thank you. Thank you. You
I'm
too.
surprised you didn't bring cupcakes today. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm actually kind of disappointed
Yeah,
you
I'm
didn't.
actually really disappointed.
But I do enjoy baking, and for whenever somebody like compliments me, like, oh, these cupcakes are great, I always question being like, are you just being nice? And that's nothing to do with them. It's all about like what's going on internally with me, and just not having that confidence of like, yes, they are really good.
They are really good.
They are really
Spent
good.
years perfecting them.
I have. So it's just like silly things like that don't even necessarily really matter. And it's like, if I was a bad baker, that wouldn't really change much about my life. Other than like
just devastation.
I mean, other than like baking does like bring a lot of joy to my heart. So that would kind of suck. But
even then you could still bake. They just
could
wouldn't be good. You could still have that joy.
That's true. And
they are good. So
it's
a mute point.
It is. Thank you. But it's just like silly things like that where there's definitely something in my brain that flips that switch of being like, all right, is everybody just lying to me to be nice? Like, I don't know why.
Everyone like got together before. They're like, tell Lainey her cupcakes are good.
Yeah.
The mind is such a funny thing.
It's just a really weird place. The mind, and trying to rationalize, and I don't know. It's just strange.
Yep.
That, like, do you ever have the thought of like reflecting on your life and just being like, you know what, I've done pretty well for myself, for my age, for where I am. You know, you have a beautiful home, you have a great relationship, you have a beautiful, loving daughter who's awesome.
She is awesome. She's the best.
Yeah, she is the best. And, you know, for everything that you've experienced, like, do you ever have like points of reflection like that, of just being like, where it puts it into perspective for you?
I see sometimes I go the opposite, where I'm just like, oh, at this age I thought things were going to be like so different.
Right.
And I'm like, this is not where I thought it was going to be at like my old ripe age.
Right.
And I'm just like, but then I'm like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, like, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
well, you definitely have overcome a lot.
Yeah, I've overcome a lot. It's not what I planned, but that doesn't make it any less wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely like beauty in the messy.
Yeah.
Because if it all like went according to plan, I don't know. I just think that things have a way of happening and like shaking out.
Yeah.
Where like it's like you are where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there was a saying that I heard where life throws at you things that like you can handle. And I remember like thinking, like reflecting on that during some really hard times in my life and being like, the F-bombs? Like, what? How can I possibly handle and like waver this storm?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of BS is that saying?
I actually think, wasn't the saying like, the Lord will never give you more than you can handle? I think it was a church saying. I think it was a Bible verse. It's like, the Lord will never give you more than you can handle. Wow. And you're like, I'm at my max.
Yeah.
Jesus, Lord, I cannot take any more.
I can take no more.
Oh, that's funny. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, you would know better than me. I had a short stint, but that's so interesting. Huh.
But I like how you made it life will never. Life is lifing.
Life is lifing. Yes. It is. That's so interesting, Lord. And do you think, okay, so going off of that
I don't want to look
saying,
it up now. I'm like,
yeah,
wait,
no,
fact
that
check
sounds,
myself.
it does sound familiar.
I think it is.
I just wonder, like, for you, like growing up in that way, and that being your experience, would you say that self-awareness was a bit of like a problem-solving tool because of that? Or do you think like while you were in it, you were just like, I'm fine with who I am?
No,
And like,
I think I was just fine.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, at the time, I feel like I felt like very confident in like my beliefs and like the way I was living. But because I was like in that little bubble, you know, like everyone around you is thinking the same way. Everyone around you is like behaving in the same way. So it doesn't really make you question anything if you feel like you're like fitting in with the people that are like your core group.
Right.
There's not really a lot to question.
Right. And it's just status
Like,
quo.
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as you like step out of that bubble is when you're like, oh, there's like different ways to think about things. And like, maybe I don't know.
Was there anybody who not influenced, but where I guess my question is, when there was a conversation that was happening, I don't know what the conversation would have been, but was there a particular conversation that comes to your mind where you're like, actually, I don't agree with what you're saying, and I do kind of want to think about this in a different way? Was there anything kind of probing that to help, like when your mind was starting to break open a bit more?
You know, it depends on the age I was. Back in the day, I was just very like agreeable.
Yeah.
And you know, you're like in a group of people and you're just all kind of like agreeing.
Yeah.
Whether you agreed actually beneath the surface, we'll never know.
Right.
But you know, when you just like don't want to like ruffle any feathers or like, I don't know.
Confrontation.
Yeah, I'm not good at confrontation.
Same.
Not good at it. So I feel like I would just very much like go with the flow.
Yeah.
But I feel like now if like there's something I don't agree with or like something I want to like dive into further with someone, I like feel more comfortable to do that. Whereas before I would just kind of like avoid, which I'm very good at.
Maybe that's your self-confidence budding.
Maybe.
Yeah. That the fact that you feel more comfortable just being like,
that's true.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Like this is, and you know, could offer your opinion or whatnot.
Yeah, you could be right. I never thought of it like that.
Epiphanies.
Happening on camera.
Yeah.
I feel like we should bring a therapist on the show.
We should.
I feel like that would be so good.
Yeah.
Do we know any therapists?
Well, I do.
Oh, okay. Great.
I'm curious if she would.
Yeah, you want to come on our podcast?
You want to come therapize
Just
us?
have like a therapy session. I feel like it'd be so enlightening.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Because I was very much like you as well. And at some points, I still am. I can still see myself being like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I'm just going to keep the peace. And
Yeah. I feel like in bigger groups.
Yeah.
Oops. That's just easier to do. Like, if I'm in a big group, I'm not going to like ruffle any feathers and like go on a big like tangent. But if I'm with like people I'm comfortable with and like have that close relationship with,
yeah,
like I'll speak up. And you know, I'd speak up in a group if it was like something like really serious,
right?
That I'm like, when we're not standing for this.
Yeah.
But if it's just like small talk, I'm not gonna open that door.
Do you think that when you were younger, in the circles that you were in, do you think that the reason why you didn't feel comfortable speaking up was because it was more of like a male dominated conversation? Like the males would be the ones with like the louder voices and like the more like, I don't know, not impactful. Impactful is the wrong word, but I guess the ones who were just more dominant in making the points and like being more like passionate about like their proof or their reasoning as to why.
You know, I never thought about that, but that could very well be. It definitely was like the conversations were more like male dominated, I would say.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe. I just like, I don't. Yeah. I could see myself like not wanting to speak up.
Yeah. Like that, when I say that, like it resonates something in me being like, I don't want to go up against those guys.
I'm just not.
I just don't have.
I don't have it in me.
I just don't have it in me. I just don't.
With all their facts and proof and.
Yeah. And I think at that time, I just like didn't care enough to, you know?
But I also don't think, maybe it's because it didn't feel like a safe
Yeah.
place to have a conversation either.
Right.
You know? Like you just feel like you're just going to get in like an argument.
Right.
It's not going to be like a productive conversation. Whereas like if you have the people around you that you know you can have like a conversation with them without it turning into like a massive like fact check, like
Debate.
I'm going to prove you wrong and like heated argument. That doesn't sound very fun to me.
No, me neither. You're right. It's definitely has like a thing to do about safety.
Yeah, like feeling safe enough to like have those honest conversations without like any repercussions, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's also like you said, like the group of people that you're with, if you already know that they're more somewhat like open-minded and have more like life experience and a bit more worldly, then I find it's easier to talk to those types of people than people who have the same circle of friends and kind of have that echo chamber.
And I feel like that's where you're gonna like learn things.
Yeah.
And like that's where you can get curious.
Yeah.
And like feel safe to have those conversations. And like if you disagree, and then you can disagree and you'll go your separate ways and everything's fine. Like whereas, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel safe to disagree.
Yeah. Would you say that your current relationship has helped influence, or not influence is the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? Provide the safe space so that you can just explore different thoughts and different ways of who you are. And
yeah, I would definitely say that. And I think it's important, like, for me to have that partner that will like challenge, like in a productive, like safe, pleasant way.
Yeah.
Like my way of thinking. And I think that's where you like grow as a person, you know,
definitely.
like they rate, like a lot of my self-awareness has come from being in this current relationship and like having a partner that's willing to like say something to me about like my behavior or my way of thinking and just kind of like have that conversation with me of like, where is this coming from? And like is willing to like, oh, I'm saying like a lot. And is willing to have the conversations with me and be supportive. And I think that's important.
But it's not even necessarily like negative conversations.
No.
It could be instilling their belief, this is coming out wrong. It's about them saying, hey, you're really good at this. Or I'm proud of you for doing X, Y, Z.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? And that's what I've found like in my current relationship is my partner bringing to the forefront of things that they think that I'm good at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you just
You're like,
being
wait,
nice
what?
to me? Is this a lie again? Is this another lie? And that's, again, the whole like, is this not a lie? That's way more to do with me than it is to do with anybody else. But it's just interesting to have that positive reinforcement and being, and seeing somebody believe in me more than I believe in myself. And that was a wake-up call for me.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, that's a wild thought.
Right?
Like, why don't I believe in myself for doing this sort of like task or whatever?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Why are we like this?
I don't know.
Why do you even want to be with me?
Yeah. Do you love me? Like, I don't know.
I'm not quite sure anymore. Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
And I kind of wonder, too, if that is, I don't know, kind of a product of just growing up in this world as like a woman. And I don't know if that's opening a can of worms, but I think it is, and I think that's okay.
My partner and I have actually had this conversation quite a few times.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
About like self-confidence and like the workplace and just in life being a woman versus a man. And I just think a lot of our like conversations have been about like his career versus my career and like how we got where we are. And he is a very like confident person. But also I feel like the opportunities are not always the same. And I feel like this could be opening a can of worms. I just feel like we have to go about things in a different manner.
Like we as women.
Yes, as women have to go about things in a different manner than men to like get the same respect and
yes,
and get to the same places as them. Not necessarily in every way, but in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And we are like, I don't know if I want to go into this. This could be a whole nother podcast.
It could be.
But I just think women are it's just not the same. Like, do you hear men being called names a lot in the workplace if they like raise their voice or are firm on a stance or
no
something? But for some reason, women get called nasty names if we're just doing the exact same thing men are doing. Yeah,
where we get called emotional,
which
is a kind way of putting it.
Itches.
Yeah.
What's my favorite one? It's not emotional, but it's like. It really rubs me the wrong way. I can't think of it right now, but it's something along the lines of emotional, but they just like use it against you. And I'm like, but you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But just because I'm a woman, it's now like an emotional issue.
Yeah. Because I have different hormones than you.
Cool.
Yeah. Love that.
I'm also in a very like male dominated industry. So
yeah, I very much remember what that was like. And that was hard.
It is hard.
It's hard to, deal with those types of behaviors day in and day out. And it just be quote unquote okay.
Right?
Like this is just the business.
It's the business.
Which is such a cop out.
Right?
Okay, we can talk about that.
How did we even get on this tangent?
I don't even know, but we dabbled.
We dabbled and now we're like
and now we're gonna just reroute ourselves here. I think it's because like just going down the rabbit hole of self-confidence.
Yes.
And us being women.
Right. This is how we got here.
How that, gets shaped from a young age to, your formative years and so on and so forth. And I think that also it does. Okay. We're making it work. It circles back to self-awareness because if you don't actually take time to sit there and think about why am I not like even something silly as like, for example, myself, I'm not 100% going to say like, yes, I'm an intelligent woman. Like I know I'm intelligent. Like I don't think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be like, I am so smart. You know what I mean? Like that's not something, if someone were to be like, give me 3 qualities about yourself, that wouldn't be at the top of my list, which is crazy to me. And I had somebody the other day tell me, they asked me if like, oh, do you think like I could do your job? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely I do. Like, it's what I do isn't rocket science in the least. And he just said to me, well, I think you're very intelligent. And I'm like, I took pause and I got really awkward. Like internally, I was like,
cannot compute.
But like, that was really nice.
It's really nice.
And like my partner tells me all the time that he thinks that I'm really intelligent. And I think
Mine
he's
doesn't.
so
I'm just
intelligent.
I'm just kidding. He does. I had to.
So good. But yeah, he tells me all the time like how he thinks I'm so intelligent, and I think he is so much more intelligent than me. So I'm like, yeah, okay, like I don't know why you think that, but anyways, it's just like that plays into the whole self-awareness, and I think it's like getting to know ourselves, and like you said, getting to the root cause as to like why is the self-confidence low? Where did that come from? Why is it still a thing?
Why?
And why is it such a struggle? I wonder if there's anybody else out there who's listening that resonates with this. Is it a struggle for you? Has it been a struggle for you? And if it has been a struggle for you, what helped you overcome that?
What did you do?
Tell us.
We're just gonna scare everyone away.
We need to know the secrets. Share the wisdom.
Share with us.
So we can all learn. And I think that also ties into the next question of what were the signs that told you that you weren't really connected to yourself? Like, do you feel connected to yourself today?
What do you mean connected?
Like, do you just have like a sense of knowing, like connected to your self-awareness? So if I know as like for me, as I'm continually to work on myself, because it's always a work in progress, there's certain behaviors that are so easy to fall back into.
Yes.
And I start to notice when that happens. So that's type of like being connected to yourself.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yes. I would say definitely more recently. I'm starting to like see those patterns, and I can like catch them now and then like pull myself out of it. But it's still like it's a daily thing. And you know, some patterns are just easy to fall back into.
Absolutely. And I think that also the narrative that we have in our own minds and how we talk to ourselves is a bit of a thing, is definitely a thing to navigate.
That was actually one of the things in therapy that my therapist said. She's like, why are you so mean to yourself? Would you ever talk to any one of your friends like you talk to yourself?
Right.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, so why do you talk to yourself like that? It's like, I don't know. Like, why are we always like, like ourselves is the first thing to like go, or the thing we're the meanest to. Like, we would never do that to anyone else. But for us, we're like so quick to just be like, oh, well, like I'll put myself last, or like, oh, I'll talk like down to myself.
Yeah.
Whereas I wouldn't do that to anyone else.
Yeah. Like we're our own worst critic.
Yeah.
Why aren't we our best champion?
Yeah. Why aren't we?
I don't know.
Like, why are other people having to champion for us?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think like we're very lucky that we have people to champion for us.
Yes, we are lucky that we do have people. Otherwise, where would we be?
That would be like a huge, that would be really hard to navigate doing it all alone.
Yeah.
And I know there are people in the world who do experience that. And that to me, that thought is just so sad. And I'm championing for you right now. If you're one of those people who's listening, like I believe in you and I think you're great.
Yes.
Like genuinely, you're doing great if you're trying hard and you know what I mean? Because life is hard.
Life is hard.
It's a beautiful, really hard paradox of a thing sometimes. Yeah, being connected to oneself, that's it's a interesting thing to trust, I think. When you're kind of definitely in the thick of it is what I've noticed for myself. There was this communications class that I took way back when, and one of the things was how people talk about their feelings, but it's actually what they're thinking. So I feel like sitting on the couch today. That's not a feeling.
Yeah.
That is a thought.
I definitely
I
do
think
that a
I'm going to
lot.
sit on the couch. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But even going through that, like we did this exercise within the class at that time.
Yeah.
And like this is almost 10 years ago, but I still remember it so clearly, and how so many of us struggled to actually clearly separate our thoughts from our feelings. And our feelings are sad, mad, angry, like those are feelings, not your thoughts.
Yeah.
And sitting on a couch, for example, is a thought. Like, I think I'm going to sit on the couch now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
not a
feel
feeling.
like sitting on the couch.
Oh my gosh, I do this so much.
Yeah. But even that language of how we talk to ourselves, or even how we communicate with others, just think if we were actually to communicate our thoughts properly and more clearly, how better things would be.
Probably way better.
Right? And way less confusing.
Yeah. This is my new goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that.
Okay.
'Cause
Same.
I definitely use feelings as thoughts.
And it's,
or vice versa, whatever.
yeah. And I
Thoughts as
wonder,
feelings. Yeah.
I wonder if we were to start actually communicating our thoughts as thoughts and not as feelings, if people would be more receptive to it.
Probably.
Because it's more factual and less emotional.
I feel like my partner definitely would. It's very factual. And he tells me he requires specificity.
Yeah.
So it would probably go over well.
Right? Try it.
I'm going to try it.
Report back.
I'm going to report back and let you know how this week of being more specific with my thoughts versus my feelings has went.
Yeah. It's hard. Like
it's really hard.
It's
yeah,
hard.
Yeah. I'll probably be catching myself a lot.
Yeah, because I find like I definitely err on the side of being more, I guess, emotionally driven.
Oh, I cannot relate to that.
What are emotions?
I'm not emotional at all.
But it's interesting saying that now, because my brain always likes to kick in and try to reason things away and like find the logical route, especially in high emotional situations. But I don't communicate that way externally.
Right. It's just an internal.
Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
That's weird. I never thought about it like that. All these epiphanies we're having. Interesting. With these epiphanies that are happening, did you ever rely on any sort of tools to help you become more self-aware, like journaling, going to therapy, confiding in somebody, or...
I really should start journaling again, because I did enjoy journaling. I had like these couple years where I was a huge journaler.
Same.
And I just like journaled all the time, all my feelings. And now I'm wondering what happened to those journals now that I think about it. But yeah, I think I would like to get back into that again. And I did buy one of those gratitude journals, like the daily ones that aren't even that much effort. It's literally like 3 lines and then like another 3 lines, and then there's a nighttime portion. I still can't even do that. It's all about habits. I need to get back into the habit. But
I find the gratitude one, I love the concept of that, because it's so easy to like err on the negative side of things. And the gratitude thing flips, like changes the perspective. I tried that all on my own, and then I was feeling this extreme amount of pressure.
oh, really?
Yeah. And I know it can be as simple as like, I'm grateful for my warm home.
Yeah, I think it's like the 5-minute journal, and it has like gratitude and then like mantras for the day.
Yeah.
And then like you have your ending of the day and like the summary or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Something was going on in my mind.
You're
where I'm like, this is so much
nope.
pressure. What am I grateful for? Like,
I don't even know.
Be good. It's got to be good. You got to think of something way better than that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. That's weird.
It probably could have just been simple.
It probably could have just been, I'm grateful for the tree outside my house.
You're like,
whatever.
Nope. Unacceptable answer.
That is garbage gratitude.
Oh my gosh. Why are we the way we are?
I don't know why we are the way we are. I don't know. I used to really be into journaling though.
Yeah.
And I found that I always journaled the most when there was a hard moment in my life. So when I was really going through, let's say like the storm. Mm-hmm. And then it was like after the storm had cleared, it was like, oh, I'm good. Like put that journal away.
Don't need you anymore.
I'm good. I have no more like thoughts in my head. I need to be out on paper. And after my separation, I went through my journal and I did. And that was interesting to read about what I was going through and how I tried to shift my perspective into a way that I could control the situation.
That must be so interesting.
It was like I was screaming at myself. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
In the brainwashing F-bombs that was I doing to myself? Like, you could be better. You could do this better. Like, basically just like blaming myself for whatever was going on that really wasn't even necessarily about me.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And ever since I read that, I've been kind of like very hesitant to journal.
Interesting.
Like I have.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I overthink it though, which is like, it should be something there you just like let the pen fly. That's not the point of it. No, it's not the point of it, but it doesn't feel as safe to me as it once did. Because I think I was gaslighting myself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Journaling isn't safe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although but I do remember in that time when I was journaling a lot, it did feel good just to like my brain felt clearer after those times. And I felt like, okay, I can handle the situation now because I got it all out.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was more of like a technique for me to feel safe so that I could have like an action plan.
Right.
Like I know what I need to do to move forward or get through this or whatever.
Right.
Because I used to always just put things as like, this is just a season I'm going through, but those seasons changed very frequently. So
why are there so many seasons?
No, there's only supposed to be 4 seasons a year, and there's 42 in my year.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, it was interesting to reflect back on and to read through that. And,
I bet.
Yeah. I never told you that?
No. This is all new information to me, guys. I heard it here first.
Yeah. Along with all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty weird.
That'd be really weird.
Yeah. But one of my
I don't think I want to read back my journals.
I think it's good though, because
I have to find them.
That brought in some to tie back into self-awareness here as we keep going on our little tangents, which is kind of fun. It made me more self-aware of my train of thought and like my perception of myself back then to like, oh, that's not who I want to be. That's not how I want to handle situations. And it was a very healing experience because I was able just to be like, offer myself some grace in that moment.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the trenches, like it's so hard to like think in a different way than what you're thinking in that moment.
Yeah, totally.
Interestingly enough, one of my really good friends, she just gifted me this journal that I saw when I was with her last time I was in town, which was like a month ago. And we were at this really cute store and they had like and I love journals. Don't get me wrong. Like
Don't get me wrong.
I love a beautiful journal. And I think it was titled like A Day in the Life. And it's it's basically like a calendar year, but it has 5 different spots on the same date. So the idea is that you give like a sentiment about your day every day for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So you can see on one page.
On the year before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And yeah, and she gifted this to me
That's
I
adorable.
and it was so nice.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, and I'm actually excited to start it.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I need to like really like dive into like,
no, you could just do like a little something, and then the next year you'll see that something. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
I want that journal.
Yeah. Is that this like really cool stationery store in Vancouver? I forget what it's called.
I might have to go.
Yeah. I'll let you know what it's called once
cute.
I figure it out.
I really like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a huge commitment.
And it's something to see like how, you've grown over the year, like 5 years.
Over 5 years. That's such a great idea.
And then my thought was, it's a little somber, but
oh no.
but like, what a cool thing for
like when you die.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're just gonna publish your journal
for somebody to like find like one of my nieces or even my stepson.
Yeah, that would be
to
cute.
like look at after and be like, oh, cool.
Wow,
like,
you just went.
I really did
right there.
I did, but I just thought like that would be kind of cool, like a little 5-year documentation of my life. Cool. Yeah,
but also sad.
It would be sad, but it's okay. I'm okay with that thought.
Okay,
make that thought kind of like it doesn't make me feel sad.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It makes me feel like a piece of me is still here
that's cute.
for them. Yeah. Anyways, that got kind of dark. Sorry, everybody.
Adorable.
Yeah. So that was my journaling journey.
I love it.
Yeah. I think to like wrap this up, I feel like we went all over the map here, which is very much us.
Classic us.
It really is. And I love that we're doing this in person, and we're going to let you in on a little secret. We tried recording this episode, this exact topic, a few days ago, and there was a technical difficulty that broke our hearts. All of our hearts. And
all of our hearts.
The episode was lost.
Even the producers.
Yeah. Yeah. So the episode was lost.
It was lost.
And it was a good conversation. But I think today...
I think we still had another great conversation. It was different, but it was another great one.
It was different, but I think we kind of reached into some different aspects of ourselves that we didn't really talk into. And we are trying to get better at, I don't know, vulnerability. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to just put your story out there on the internet for anyone.
It's true.
And
still be respectful.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so proud of us for navigating that and for leaning into the discomfort of that.
Yes.
And I think the only way that I would be able to do that is to do it with you.
I feel the same.
Yeah. Just because like you're a safe person for me. So it's just like
we were saying earlier, it's like you have that safe space.
Yeah.
You can open up more,
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting better.
I think so too. So I'm proud of us. Yes.
Yes.
So with that, and as we're wrapping up this episode, I have another question, a final question, if you will.
A final question.
Yes. What does self-awareness mean to you now versus what it meant to you when we first started this conversation?
I think it still means similar things, but I think I have like new things I want to like work on and things I want to dive into a bit more that have been brought up in this conversation. I think maybe one of them is like the self-confidence thing. I want to dive into that a bit deeper. And then I'm really excited to work on the thoughts versus feelings thing and like how I word things when I'm saying them.
Yeah.
Because that really piqued my interest. How about you?
For me, I think I'm just more curious about, like, my curiosity has sparked a bit. And I think there's more that I definitely need to uncover. And then this kind of brought up another question that one of my friends had is there such thing as too much self-awareness? And could that be a negative?
I mean,
could that be limiting yourself?
I think so, if it's like all you're thinking about. Because I think then you go into one of my classics, one of my many talents, which is overthinking.
You too? Shout out to all the overthinkers.
Like, I can go way too far
yeah,
into like the other realm. So I think there's got to be like a balance.
definitely.
And you don't want to spend all your energy on like self-awareness. Sometimes you just got to like live in the moment and just feel it how you feel it, and then maybe dissect later. But
yeah.
yeah, I think you definitely can go too far
Yeah.
into the self-awareness
Where it's too much.
rabbit hole.
Yes. I think that I've sort of along my journey have kind of like dabbled into that too.
Yeah, I
where,
have my like moments.
right? Where it almost turns into like a control thing.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'm not a control freak.
What is control? But yeah, so that was like an interesting perspective. But again, to go back to the question of what self-awareness meant to me, what it means to me now versus at the start of the conversation, I think I always just long for a deepening. That didn't make any sense.
What?
A deepening understanding of who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And how my brain works, but also just finding that balance of like just allowing myself just to be, like as you said, and not just like go down those deep rabbit holes and overanalyze and overthink and overproduce the self-awareness.
We're with ourselves 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like, can I just have a break from myself?
Right. Yeah. Apparently not. I mean, maybe.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
Those bedrot days where you don't like think and you're just watching some like dumb shows.
Yeah.
That's when I get away from myself.
Me too. I use that as an escape.
Yeah.
And also when I'm in nature, which I think is a bit more healthy of an escape. But when I'm like outside, I find I take a lot more like deeper breaths.
I love that.
Yeah. Of just getting back into like the rhythm of Mother Nature.
Yes.
And allowing her to take care of me for a little bit.
You're like, just take over. Thanks.
Thanks. But yeah, that's so interesting. Self-awareness.
What a journey.
What a journey it is. And if you're on that journey of self-awareness, we would love to hear about it. What are some things that you have become aware of recently that you didn't know before? And how has that affected or impacted your life today? Or like, what does self-awareness even mean for you?
Yeah.
Do you care to know yourself more? Is that a priority for you? I'm so curious.
I feel like there can be seasons too.
Yeah, definitely can be seasons. And I also wonder, I have so many thoughts apparently tonight, right now in this moment.
We wonder a lot of things.
I do. I also wonder for the older generation, because I hear a lot of like, I am who I am. And I'm like, that's it.
Right.
There doesn't seem to be like a sense of curiosity there.
Interesting.
But maybe there is.
Maybe.
And I hope that there is. I hope everyone's a little bit curious to understand like who they are and why they are the way they are. So yeah, that's my hope.
I love it.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening and going along on this self-awareness journey with
us on this journey
through all the tangents, because there were many today.
There were a lot today.
I loved it.
I loved it as well.
I thought we got into some great conversation. Anyways, on whatever platform you're watching or listening on, if you could like or subscribe or follow, we would greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
And show us some support. I mean, you are showing us an immense amount of support just by watching.
Yes,
and listening. And we so appreciate you. So thank you for that. And yeah, with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Lee, this has been so fun to
do.
It's been so fun to do in person. Oh, and I almost forgot a shout out to our producer.
Yes. Thank you, producer.
Michelle's fiance. So graciously set this all up for us. And he is so wonderful. And we just so appreciate his time and effort. And in supporting us this way and believing in us.
He believes in us. I probably
So-
wouldn't be doing this, to be honest, unless he was like, you would be great. And I was like, no.
Aw,
Lack of self-confidence.
but he's in your corner.
He is in my
I
corner.
love that. That
very
makes me feel so happy. Anyways, so yes, shout out to our producer.
Yes.
This has been so cool. This has been such a fun
This has
experience.
been very it's going to be hard to go back.
It will be,
Hard to go back to our regular program.
but we will,
But we will.
because we know that this could be a possibility in the
That's
future.
true. That is true.
That is true. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. We love you.
We miss you.
And we can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.